Oh, sure, yes, absolutely.
Hey everybody, Jay and Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and I'm here with your 2022 IFBB Pittsburgh Pro Bikini overall champion. You're back.
I'm back in town.
And what are you in town for? Not to visit.
No, but I would. But we're here today for the Road to the Olympia series.
Yes. So you've had a big year this year.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's so far back now.
Seems like forever now.
Yeah, it does feel like that. But no, we had an amazing year this year. I'm excited to
Started in March through May. Yeah. Right?
A lot of, yeah. Why does it feel so far?
I know. It does, right?
Yeah. But it feels good. It feels good to be back and to remind ourselves that we have a race to finish, right?
How many weeks until the Olympia? I know you know.
0.7, 0.5 now.
How many hours and seconds?
I think it's like 54 days now.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
I checked the website.
All right. So how does it feel to come back? Like you said before we turned on the camera, you said the champ is back in town.
To be honest, I did feel like that yesterday when I landed. It was a little, it's a feeling, to be honest, to be, the title holder of, the Pittsburgh champion and just coming back. And, the last time I was here for the show, we did have, a photo shoot, and then I had my parents with me, so I had time to visit around and see other stuff. And where we're staying at right now is right where I got my breakfast after the show, after the photo shoot that we just watched. And I was just like in that marketplace. I was like, wait, this sounds like so familiar and so cool. So I get to see a lot of new things. And it's a lot of new things today. I don't know if you want to bring it up, but we're in a new place right now. And I don't want to make the announcement, but that's also very exciting. So a lot of exciting stuff to be excited about today.
All right. So what have you been doing since May? Since you last stepped on stage. It seems like forever.
Right, but I've been thinking about the stage again, right? So I knew that I had the Olympia coming up. So after Pittsburgh Pro, we did New York Pro, which I'm super glad I did. I was supposed to end my season in Pittsburgh, and I didn't. Went there, won New York, and then it was, done-ish. And
just one more contest.
One more contest, exactly. One more contest to get the Arnold, the Pittsburgh, and New York, and then the Olympia is the goal, right? So.
All right. So the question is, if you win the Olympia, are you going to defend your titles next year? Arnold, Pittsburgh, or New York?
Wait, how is that even the question? Okay, wait. I want to say first of all, there's no if. I'm not kidding. But let's start with the Olympia, Jan. Okay. Yes, let's start with the Olympia. And I have a phenomenal coach with me who's behind the camera right now, Kim. And we made our decision as a team right now, and it's been very phenomenal.
Okay, so since you're making it as a team and he's here, I'm asking the question. You can look right at me. You can shake your head yes or no.
Here we go.
Yes.
So you have the answer. To be honest, Jim, I've been completely shocked by the ability of doing what I've done last year. It was just those past months of just, not reflecting back, but just like understanding, okay, I've done 10 shows back to back, literally. And I won back-to-back show. Like I've been delivering what the judges have been waiting for me for 5 years of my career. And even for me I'm excited to show, to be here, show how I look 6 weeks out and leading on to the Olympia. And it's just.
Is it 5 or 6 weeks? You said 5 weeks.
No, it's because it was 6 weeks Saturday, and now we're Tuesday.
5.5.
Tuesday, exactly. Tomorrow is 5.5, so it's like 5.75.
So 5 3/4. We're not the metric system, remember that.
Oh.
We're not Canada.
Sorry. Things all change.
So 5 3/4 weeks.
Yeah.
What do you think about being in Vegas?
Good. I mean, I think it's gonna be completely different. It will be completely different. It's a different location. You know, the last time was in Vegas was at the Orleans. So now it's just everything's gonna be different and bigger. A lot of walking. I'm thinking of getting a Segway just to like get around this place because I remember just to get my time. It was so far away. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be just as far away now. And I'm just interested in December, to be honest. Like December in Vegas. What's that about? Because now I'm getting that text messages from like my friends over there. They're like, it's cold. It's cooler than the UK. It's cooler than Canada right now. So
yeah, but what's cool to Vegas is not cool to like us here in Pittsburgh and those of us that grew up in Canada. Yes.
That's right. That's right. So
although I know you live in a warm climate now, so you could have come a little wimpy.
Exactly. Like I told you yesterday, I'm in the flight. I'm like, wait, that's all I have. I hope that's okay because I remember getting boots the last time just to come here, my little up boots just to come here, and thankfully someone told me you're on the warm streak. Warm streak.
She read it as a warm steak.
Correct.
Shows you where her mind is.
So I told you that too, so you would know where my mind is at right now. But it's been good. I'm excited for Vegas. I'm excited for the after. I'm excited because it's going to be like probably like Christmas at the same. Like it's going to be kind of a lot going on. Like, is there? Yeah.
So what do you think the Bikini Olympia will probably be the largest division? What's there going to be? 280 women on stage.
280 like two at this point. No, it's going to be
I think it's going to be approximately around 70.
Yes, I think if at some point I counted and I was like, if every girl, if there's a new girl winning every show, will end up being 76 on stage.
And then you have the top 3 for the points. So that pushes it to 8.
Right, it's a lot.
Pretty much.
It's a lot of girls. And I was trying, because my family's coming and trying to plan things with them. Like, oh, like what time is that? Listen, prejudging, it starts at 12, it can end at 5 p.m. We're pretty sure. So let's just not plan anything. Let's just plan that show's going to be long, but I think it's going to be exciting to see all these girls. And now that, you know, obviously international is open, which that's exciting because all these girls can show up and there's going to be like issues with traveling.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of competitors, you know, that have recently they've won a couple of contests already. So, you know, like Jourdain and
is it multi? Yes. How do they call it? Like a qualified Olympians. They qualify like 7 times for the Olympia. Like
Ashley.
Yeah. Right.
So, so I mean, you know, like this was like what I think Jourdain started with a pro.
Right. Yeah. These ladies have been killing it.
And Evie just won over at the European.
This weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend, right.
So
these girls are just rolling. Like nobody has excuses anymore not to really show up because these girls are just packing on the shows and like doing their stage time, and it's good to see. It definitely gives us.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna spin this around a little bit. Okay, so people like you, people like Jourdain, people like Evie have won a contest, qualified, okay, and win one other contest where everybody takes a knock at Ashley for doing that.
Right.
Okay, why don't they say something about people like you that have done it or anything? So what's your thoughts on this?
So I think Ashley, maybe because she's a Miss Bikini Olympia, that's one, and she's accomplished what every girl wants to accomplish.
Yeah, she's qualified for life.
For life, there might be that, but to me, in my perspective, would be like, well, then she really has a free way of really doing whatever she really wants to do with her goals in her mind. I mean,
but
when they don't fire, like, no, she broke the ice, and she kind of probably did that for us, but it backfired.
The big complaint everybody has is that she stole an Olympia spot from somebody.
I know. I
You
remember
can say this, you
her
can say
saying
this
that.
thing that once you won the Arnold.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, did you still want Olympia spot in Pittsburgh and New York?
I mean,
Which I don't agree with.
I'm not going to tell you that I didn't hear that. People
Oh,
did
really?
say, there's been comments, but
I said in a previous interview, if you can't beat Ashley or you or somebody like now Jordan, Evie at these contests, how do you expect to beat them at the Olympia?
Yeah, exactly. That's when people have to like put their goals in perspective. Like I don't want to win where someone doesn't show up, right? So like I want to win where it's like, wow, this year's Olympia is going to be the best lineup. Everybody's showing up at the top of their game. I'm going to be on top of my game, and that's where you want to compete. You don't want to win by default.
Speaking of lineups, what do you think of that Pittsburgh program?
It was epic, just epic. History-wise, and just like veterans, the girl coming back, it was crazy, and the girls that have the pedigree.
Yeah, now see, I'm really going to set an example because Ashley won it last year, but she was in it this year, but you beat her. It goes to show she can be beaten.
We can all be beaten,
right?
That's the reality of the sport. It really is, and the fact that after 7 years, we're still able to make so much progress in my physique and my presentation. Like the sport has never maxed out. You just decide if you want to have that as an excuse, or just take it as an advantage and just like be competitive and be part of the sport, which is a sport. You just be competitive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always amazed that you never hear this on the men's side. You never hear the men going, somebody that won a contest. I'm talking all the divisions: men's physique, classic physique, bodybuilding 212. Well, so-and-so won 3 contests. So those other 2 contests, technically, he took a spot for the Olympia from somebody. But you never hear about that on the men's side.
Really?
No. I just don't understand the thought process. I don't even hear that in figure. I don't hear that in wellness. I don't hear that in physique. We can only hear that in bikini. That's the only division that keeps bringing that point up. And this is the first time I'm hearing that they said something to you also.
Yeah.
And what was your thought and process or saying to them about that?
I don't respond to those comments, Jim, to be honest, because I just keep doing my thing and keep my focus. All of these, there's like people that just don't understand like how much do you want me to explain to you that this is my dream and this is what I want to accomplish?
Yeah, you are a professional. I'm
a professional athlete. Like, how many explanations should I give to you if you're still gonna be butthurt about the fact that I stole a spot for the Olympia?
Right.
Which in reality, not really. Like everything is earned.
Right. Yeah, that's the way I feel. I just think it's amazing that bikini seems to be the division that keeps getting that point driven home from other competitors. And I don't understand why we don't hear it from the other. I mean, wellness, which is new, as we know, is really into its 2nd year.
Yeah.
I mean, you see competitors that are qualified already coming and doing other contests.
Yeah, because they want stage time, and I feel they're well known to compete like many times, for many years, like all of these categories, and there's always this kind of respect. And again, like you said, like being professional about it. And I mean, speaking of Ashley, this girl can she can step on stage every weekend if she wants to, because it's part of her lifestyle, right? I do think at some point.
See, that's the key word right there, lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, Ashley is never that far off of competition shape.
Mm-hmm. And
she's been an athlete of her life.
Exactly. So she understands that, and I think she understands that part of the sport. And I think there's some girl that don't have that. I don't want to say that, but just that professional mindset where it's like it's your profession. And you should treat it as such, and not something like, okay, 16 weeks of me not eating cake and just like doing extra cardio than I normally do, and then to go on a show, and that's when you get butthurt, because you put it all in expectation. But when you actually live, sleep, breathe, repeat, you know?
I did say Ashley was attending the Legion Sports Fest. I said to her, I go, you want to really be cool? I said, you should just walk into the competitors meeting and go, oh, by the way, I'm doing the show. I forgot to tell you.
She honestly, I mean, she could pull that off, especially because it was just, you know, right? So, like, yeah, she can.
She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I go, everybody in the room would freeze. Then it would be like.
Yeah, at this point, I think now they know that Ashley could do that. So you just have to like always look behind your shoulder. You might just see Ashley at the meeting.
Right. But we could substitute Ashley and say you. I mean, whether if you would want to have lifetime qualification when you're Olympia, why would you not do contests, right?
Right. I mean,
and listen, I'm all for people keep doing contests because there's a variety of reasons to do it. It's not just to win the money. It's what you're doing to look at your physique, see if it needs changes, see if anything needs to be. Your ultimate goal is to get that so you get to the Olympia.
Correct. I mean, when I signed the Pittsburgh was for my road to the Olympia, for my road to the Arnold, and then when I won the Arnold, people were wondering like, why are you still going there, just like not doing the show? And I was like, one, I said contract I have to do with, and there's something I want to accomplish there, and like I said, it's sometimes difficult to explain your point of view of people. And then, yes, you should definitely, the more stage time you can get, there's never going to be too much of that.
Right.
There's the judges, there's the fluctuation of your physique. And I would have never known that Pittsburgh is actually the best look after 9 shows. Back then, 9 shows of just trying to find the sweet spot. Pittsburgh has been my best showing. And that's what they want for the Olympia. That's exactly what feedback you want, is that this is your sweet spot, this is what we want. That's it. And I haven't heard that since 2018. So when Sandy gave me those words back in Pittsburgh, it was like, here's my homework, and then you just get to New York to another one. And then,
right.
But
and I mean, in Pittsburgh and New York are 2 of the biggest contests out there.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the momentum now, I believe, and just leading to the Olympia is exciting.
Yeah. So, anything else different you've done?
Just working, obviously, extremely closely with Kim. You're going to see a Lauralie like 5.0. It's very exciting and different. But the same Lauralie, just hardworking, very focused on everything. And it's just different because now we're going back to Vegas and just like the whole new thing, and we want to be like in a very safe place when we get there, where we know exactly what we're going to deliver. And I'm there to get it, so I'm there to take it. So I'm gonna fly to Vegas and just get what I've been working hard for.
Right. Well, you want to give anybody else a shout out while you're here?
Oh my God, just NPC IFBB for like all these years. I feel like I started it was this time, just like been traveling and everything, but I appreciate everything that you guys do for us. It's just the platform and the support that I got, the family that I got. It's amazing. Kimbo, obviously, being here all the way from California, to traveling all day. I was just all day just like doing my errands and stuff. It was like at 6 a.m. leaving. I was like, oh, this full day of traveling for him and only 2-hour flight. Just all my sponsors that followed my journey for this year Olympia. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And obviously all the fans that are always supporting. You guys make the sports alive. You have no idea how much you inspire me every single day. I do what I do now, obviously, for me because I'm passionate about it, but I always have you back of my mind, and I appreciate all the love and support. My YouTube channel, my Instagram, all the love. I see everything, and it really so make sure you're in Vegas.
Get your tickets, get your hotels, MrOlympia.com.
Yeah, because they're flying.
Yes. If you can't be there, make sure you get the pay-per-view live stream.
Yes. Because everything is going to be upgraded, different, better, bigger, stronger, and that's what we're going to deliver.
All right. Well, Jay and Manion,
Lauralie Chapados,
signing off for NPCNewsOnline.com. Okay.